Hi everyone and welcome to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to the latest video. I have a guest here, Karin, from the YouTube channel Karin The Sewing Thrifter. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I have also put the link in the description to Karin's channel, so I do go and check it out. I'll just quickly have a look to see who's in. We've got Rod, and looks like we've got Andrew from Money Mental UK in. People pop in a bit once the links gone. Oh, oops, Daisy, turn it off. Once the link's gone through, so Zoe's in as well. And so, Karin, do you want to introduce yourself? A bit about your eBay, a bit about your YouTube, and yourself, and where you're from.
Hi everyone, my name's Karin. I've been reselling for just over 2 years, properly, part-time though. And I also enjoy sewing. I have in the past made and sold dust covers for games consoles, which I'm planning on doing again soon. Oh, I don't know what else to say. I live in the northeast, but I'm from the south. My husband's a Geordie. Yeah, that's about it really.
That's cool. As I say, any questions, do ask. I'll pop there. Put question, what your question is. I did say hi to Zoe and Ruth117, who's local to me, has popped in as well. As Karin says, she lives in the northeast, but originally from the south. Pete's popped in the vinegar jar. As how did you find when you moved from the south up to the northeast? How did you find the move?
It was quite hard at first actually, because it is really different here compared with, I'm from a small seaside town where pretty much everyone knows everyone. Everything's right on your doorstep. And then I moved to this big city of Newcastle where I had to learn how to get to places and learn the metro system. I mean, the first job I had was right in the city centre. So I had to get the metro every day, and that was a real wake-up call, getting a busy metro every morning. And obviously there's all the Geordie sayings that you have to get to learn. And
definitely, yeah.
It was really funny at my wedding because my brother-in-law is really broad Geordie, and my friends, every time he talked, my friends just turned around, looked at me confused, and had to like translate. So
no, that's fair enough. Yeah,
it's your dad a Geordie?
Yeah, I've got family from the north, not Newcastle, but northeast.
Yeah.
Area, and quite a dialect. Obviously, me coming from the south, and it's like, but I get used to it. I have a few more popped through. Any questions? Do ask. Sally Kelly's popped in. Kelly, fantastic finds. It is indeed today. Indeed, Rod. Yep, have to have a good microphone. Have a look. Richard Payne's popped in. Lucy Mortimer has popped in. Thanks for popping in. That's it for now. And so, obviously, how long ago was it that you moved from the south to the northeast?
It was 2003. So I've been here nearly 17 years. So I am used to it now.
Yeah.
I think all my family thought I was going to last about 6 months.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The cost of living is a lot cheaper here, and you definitely get more for your money here. But I do regularly go and visit my family in Suffolk. So at least 3 times a year I'm on the train down to Suffolk. So
yeah, fair enough. Is that just one train, or do you have to change trains?
No, you get the Newcastle to Peterborough and then Peterborough to Ipswich.
Oh, okay.
And then my parents usually pick me up from Ipswich, so it's not too bad. It's about 4.5, 5 hours. So
not so bad then. Yeah, that's cool. And so, when did you start your reselling?
So I've probably said this before, but I had a very stressful job, and I got ill end of 2013, and then spent about 6 months sitting on the sofa doing not a lot.
Okay.
And my husband's always been really into his gaming, and he was online with one of his mates, and they were chatting about how the games console gets really dusty. And I just started doing sewing as a hobby. And Darren turned around to me and said, my husband, and said, could you make some kind of dust cover for the Xbox. And his mate that he was talking to said, yeah, I'd definitely buy one of those. So I made like a, you know, I drew up like how I thought I would make it. I made like a, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Like a prototype sort of thing, just out of, I think it was just like out of an old bit of material that I had. And yeah, and my husband was really impressed, and he said, you should make half a dozen, stick them on eBay, because I was selling all my old stuff on eBay anyway. He was like, just stick them on and see how they go. And it just blew up, and I started getting messages off people saying, can you make ones with different characters on, and you know, all things like that. So
yeah,
it was doing really, really well. I think I messaged Nick at the time. I didn't know anything about reselling, but I'd put in something about selling on eBay, and one of his videos had come up. So I messaged him, I think it was probably 2015 or 16, and said, what do you think of my covers? And he said, yeah, they're really good and everything. Then I sort of, I think every so often one of his videos would pop up in my YouTube, but I still hadn't connected that and reselling. It was just that he was selling on eBay, so I just asked his advice about a couple of things. And then basically eBay told me that I had to move categories, because I was selling my covers on the games console category, which obviously they're dust covers. And eBay said you need to move categories. Well, as soon as I did that, the sales just more than halved overnight, because people there wasn't the visibility, and people just weren't seeing them, although I did get quite a few repeat customers. So I typed in YouTube selling on eBay or something like that, found Nick again, started watching his live shows. And I think you were one of the first people I spoke to, weren't you? So that was the summer of 2000, was it the summer of 2017? Something like that, yeah. And we started chatting, and you said you'd be really interested in the covers, so I made a few for you. And then I started learning about reselling, and thought, do you know what, I'm going to give that a go, because I was only selling a couple of covers a week. And I was getting really bored, so I started to give reselling a go. So I started off selling a load of, because we'd not long moved house, so I had loads of stuff that I didn't need anymore or want. So I started selling that first, and then thought, right, I'm going to try and do it part-time. So
that's cool. Yeah, it's a good way to earn a bit of money, and I second that for the console covers, and because I brought a fair few, and they're really good quality.
Thank you.
So do you do that on a separate eBay store, or is it on your main one for your covers?
It was just on my main one. I'm thinking about, because I've got two business eBay accounts now, so I'm thinking about putting it on my other one, but I'm not sure yet, because it is much easier just to run one eBay. But yeah, I'm going to wait till the weather's a little bit better, and then I'm going to start doing my sewing again, definitely.
That's good. Yeah, it'd be good to do, because you do other things than just gaming covers. You can do all sorts.
Yeah, I've made a few different covers for people. I've made a load of covers for a beautician, for all her beauty equipment, all her machinery. They have like fat freezers and all things like that. I don't know. But she sent me all the dimensions, and I made her a load of covers. And I made someone a cover for a big industrial guillotine, and record players and videos and all sorts, you know. Someone's deluxe Scrabble, I made them a cover, and it had all letters all over it. They were like that. So
yeah, it's always a good market to get into, and everyone wants to cover for something.
Yeah, exactly.
So just got on the chat. Georgina's saying happy 1K, Karin.
Thank you.
So as you might not know, people, Karin just got over 1,000 subscribers. When did you start your YouTube channel?
Not long after I started reselling, to be honest. I think it was about September 2017. I started showing what I was picking up. I'm very sporadic with although I want to do them more regularly now, because obviously that's why it's took me so long to get to 1,000, just because I didn't do very many videos. I love being involved with the seller ladies. So we take turns in presenting that. So there's a few of the seller ladies shows on my channel. But I've just started a food collaboration with Caroline, Mrs. M,
Yeah, I saw that.
Kirsten Curiosities, and Carla Jenkins, and that's really helped me to get to 1,000K. So I've been really enjoying that because I do love cooking.
Yeah, it's good. I've seen some of the videos for the cooking, and it's sort of an inspiration. I've seen some of the others as well. I'm like, wow, wish I could cook as good.
I'm pretty much self-taught, you know. I mean, my dad's a retired chef. Yeah. People often think, oh, your dad must have taught you to cook. He didn't. My dad was, you know, when I was a teenager, he wasn't actually a chef at the time. He was a truck driver, long distance truck driver. So I didn't see him that often. You used to see him at the weekends. So I basically taught myself to cook to help my mum out with the cooking. So yeah, and then I've obviously got it in my genes. So I really love cooking.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's cool. Ruth there saying your favourite sale and why.
Oh, trying to think.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult one to think.
Yeah, I've had some really good flips. One of my favourite ones was I found a really old I think it was talc and perfume gift set in a charity shop. I think I paid £3 for it. It was from the 1970s. I think, yeah, I paid £3 and I sold it for £46. That was one of my first really good margin sales. I was really excited about that. And also the little penguin, is it Weezer from Toy Story? Is Wheezy from Toy Story?
Wheezy, yeah.
Yeah, paid 50p for him. He's only about that big. Yeah, and I sold him for in the 20s. I can't remember how much, but
wow, that's cool. Yeah, I know they do go for okay money, the Toy Story figures from a decent size ones. Morning G Crone, thanks for popping in. Let's have a look. Lucy's saying how many to me dust covers have I got? Oh, trying to think how many did I get? Got a couple for my consoles. I think 2 or 3. Plus, there's one here for the PC downstairs. I've still got it. Black one. Yeah, all very good quality.
Yeah, I use 100% cotton. I think Rod was asking what they're made out of. I make them out of 100% cotton.
Ah, that's cool.
Have you washed any?
Yes, we have. But they're still really good quality.
That's good.
And I do need to ask.
Star Wars ones, didn't I?
Yeah, I got Star Wars one. Yeah, I do need to get a couple more. I'll just message you in a few weeks and sort it all out. Let's have a look. Yeah, Pete's saying it's nice to sell something you've made. Let's have a look. Zoe's saying there, would you ever do full time?
No, I just about manage part time. I've got a autoimmune deficiency, so basically I can't work full time. That's why I like reselling, because I can do it when I feel well enough, and when I don't feel well enough, I don't have to do it.
So as we're sticking to the theme of the reselling side, and so when you go down to Suffolk and go around the charity shops, do you find a difference in the prices compared to Newcastle charity shops, or?
No, I find Newcastle charity shops quite expensive, actually.
Okay.
And there is one particular one. I think it's local to Suffolk, or East Anglia, is the St Elizabeth's Hospice, which we don't have up in the northeast, and they're really good with their prices. So I do buy a lot from them when I go to Suffolk. But then here, if I go and see my friend Indie Chick, she lives near Hartlepool, and Hartlepool, their prices are really good, really cheap. But actually in my area, they're not so great. I have to be quite picky with what I get. Yeah,
I can understand that. So where I live, right down south, not that far from London, and the prices can be really sky high. But I'm lucky because I've got plenty of jumble sales where I am. I've got a couple of jumble sales this weekend, actually. But do you find up there any car boots, jumble sales, or?
as I said, I think I said to you before, didn't I? I've got one car boot near me, and it's only on a bank holiday Monday. So I can't really go unless my husband's off work.
Okay.
Although I'm better than it was because you leave the dog on his own, but now he can be left alone. So probably this year I can go and have a look because he can be left for a couple of hours now. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll probably go to them this year.
And so when you went down to Suffolk, I think it was last year, you got a haul of cameras, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did you do with your cameras?
Oh, they took so long to sell. I think I've got two bits left now, which I'm seriously thinking about just giving to someone because they just won't sell. They took a long time to sell.
I think when I saw the pictures, I thought, oh, they look pretty good. Because I think you got a whole lot for a set price.
Yeah, I think there was 37 items altogether, and I paid £100. So it worked out about £2 something per item. Yeah, so I made my money back, definitely. I mean, there was one particular lens I sold for £70, but it just took so long. So long to sell those cameras, and I really wouldn't pick up cameras again unless you've got an actual. I'm definitely learning. Unless I've got an interest in the item, there's no point in me picking it up.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I've been doing eBay since like beginning of 2016, on and off, part time, and I'm still learning what to pick up this, that, and the other. But I picked up occasional cameras here and there, but it's sort of like working out the model and the lens. Or it's a bit like if you sell Lego or something and you've got part of. Antoinette Daly's popped in. Any questions, let us know.
Also, with the cameras, you've got to be prepared. They're quite smelly, you know, because they're old, especially the vintage ones. They smell old.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, can imagine they would. Paul C's popped in. Oh, we have indeed. Yeah, we got our Deborah. Yeah, charity shop. Where me and Georgina are, because Georgina is, I think, in Kent, so not far from me, and we've both got a Deborah charity shop. They're very, very, very cheap, especially for clothing items. And so I see you sell a lot of shoes and clothes. Did you mainly set out to just sell clothes, or do you sell other things?
So yeah, I started off with clothes because I had quite a knowledge of clothes anyway. I used to work in an ex-catalogue shop, clothes shop, so I've always enjoyed clothes and fashion. And then I really love shoes as well, and I decided to make myself a separate eBay with shoes and bags, and I called it Bag Shoey. And what I've realized is that unless you find something really quality bag wise, there's just not the margin in it. Bags don't go for much more than what you buy them for in a charity shop. So I'm not unless I find something really good, I'm not going to pick up bags anymore. But I still enjoy doing the shoes. It's just fun. It's harder finding the shoes now. I think a lot of people know, especially with Clark's.
Yeah.
That's what I mostly sell is Clark's shoes.
Okay.
People know that there's a good margin in those, so they're few and far between at the minute. So
yeah, I don't really see shoes around here that often, charity shops, or sometimes at a jumble I do, but it's mainly when the car boot season starts, whenever that does. It's been really bad weather, so just lucky I've got a few jumbles around.
I haven't got any jumbles near me. You know, I would like to go, but I just haven't got anything near me.
Fair enough. It's weird how one area has loads, another area has nothing else. But then people say I've got a lot of car boots here all year round, and I haven't had a car boot since. I think normally they go into October. Last one I had was 1st of September. That day should have started last week. It can, but it's just been too wet. Ashley Cummins has popped in. Thanks for popping, Ashley Cummins. Something I think Pete's asking to me. Something flipped. Is there something you flipped that you didn't like selling and wouldn't pick up again? I think how about to me? It's quite a few bits. Probably like, for example, football cards, Panini football cards or Match Attacks, stuff like that. I wouldn't pick them up again. They're not worth much. What else? Ooh. There's only a certain amount of plushes I would pick up. I just don't go. It's the same with ties. I can't sell a tie to save me life, but I did buy a Gucci one the other week, for 50p, but I don't sell that often. But it just what I can see and know about, because I've learned from a variety of people on YouTube and this, that, and the other, and who deal in different areas. So just wrote things down and got it in my brain. And when I see it, go, oh, I saw so and so pick up that the other week, and it looked really good.
I mean, it's not bad when you're picking something up for 50p, is it? I find it difficult when I'm looking at something that's £10 or £20. I find it really difficult because I think, that's quite a bigger investment.
Yeah. And do you walk past a charity shop and look in the window and they got like a pair of shoes for 15 quid or plus, and some like Harry Potter book for 20 quid? It's horrible when it happens like that.
Well, one of the charity shops nearest to me, I went in there the other day and I ended up buying something for myself, but there was nothing in there to resell because their prices were just so overinflated.
Yeah.
So I bought a signed print from a Northeast artist for £3.50.
Right.
And I looked him up yesterday, actually. So I don't know how much that's worth. I can't find that painting anywhere.
Okay.
Have a look online. It's
interesting.
We have the tall ships race here. I don't know if anyone knows that. On the Tyne River every year they have a tall ships race where all the old ships with the sails and everything come through, and it's a picture of that. It's a lovely picture, so I'm just keeping it for myself.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I pick up occasional bits for myself and go, well, that's nice, or something for my collections. But Ruth's saying, because she's very local to me, that the Deborah charity shop near me did amazing well when our daughter was young. Yeah, definitely. It's a very good charity shop, especially for clothing items.
I've not heard of that, Deborah, so that must be local to you, is it?
Yeah, it might be more in the south. I'm not 100% sure, realistically, but there's charity shops that I've never heard. Like, obviously, Zahir says he's got certain charity shops. I'm like, never heard of that. But it's always that north-south divide where you can pick up different items. And what we see on different, you must find that when you're watching people's hauls and you think, I can't find any of that. Or it's like when I watch Cookie and Hayden's, Carboot Chris and Bargain Bell, they pick up a lot of plushes and stuff and a lot of Funko Pops. I'm thinking, can't find a single one decent or single one anyway. So, and then vice versa, we pick up stuff that they don't find. And question from Pete, what good tips have you picked up from other resellers?
I can't remember who it was. I think it was probably Carla that I got the Kallax idea from.
All right.
Funnily enough, I already had a Kallax, like a 4-1 unit that I kept all my sewing stuff in. But I realised how much you could hold, folded clothes wise. I fold all my clothes and put them in the clear plastic bags. I think I got that from Carla as well.
Right.
So that's been great for me because it holds so much.
That's good. I'm trying to think if I got any tips from our other resellers. Just trying to think. Well, I just say make sure you're tidy, because you don't have stock laying around, or when you're trying to put it into piles for listed, unlisted, least photographing, etc. But yeah, obviously, on my latest video, I had a little tip. Of basically make sure when you're going around the jumble sales, the car boot, charity shops, make sure you have enough good bags, like bags for life. And if you've got like a trolley or a trolley, you're going around the car boots or backpack, make sure you've got enough bags, because there's nothing worse than filling up a bag and thinking, oh, I haven't got any more. That's why I would take 2 or 3 bags and a backpack and make sure I've got enough, just in case I pick up a lot of stuff. Karin Sells Clothes has popped in. Thanks for popping in. Zoe Patrick says, what's your favourite item to pick up?
I usually when I go in a charity shop, the first place I go to is the skirts because I really like getting maxi skirts.
Okay.
A lot of people like buying those, and you can usually pick them up for about £3 or £4.
Yeah.
I usually sell them for around 20 to 25, depending on what they are. So I do like a maxi skirt.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Cool. Andy's saying there about the Panini stickers. If you come across 80s or earlier, they can have value. Yes, they can. But normally I just see the usual from the last few years ones. And Crony G Crone, let us know where you're from. 'Cause I think he's from Northeast, I think. Something like that. Pete says he likes to get into jewellery, but he knows nothing about it. Just go and watch Lex. She does a lot on jewellery.
Said art as well there. I'd really like to get into art. I did GCSE art, and I really like art. And it's one of my goals sort of for this year is to buy an original piece of art, which I thought I had the other day, but it turns out it's a print. But I would really like an original piece of art.
It's hard to know what's original and what isn't. Yeah, it's the same when you pick up a book when it's got someone's signature in it. If you're trying to really look it up if it's the right signature. So yeah, Lucy there. My mum was throwing out some books yesterday. 2 of them were signed by some Yorkshire copper. Going to chuck them on eBay. Anyway, give them a go. Probably won't sell, but better than be chucked. Indeed, yep. Might as well put them on. Let's have a look. Question for Karin. Are you going to continue the cooking vlogs? They're getting good views.
Yes, definitely. I'm really enjoying it. While I'm enjoying it, definitely, yes.
Yeah, that's good though. Yeah, because I think a lot of people enjoy while other people cook. It's sort of a different. What I find a different release from the usual reselling videos, and I've seen a few of yours and Carla's and etc. And wow, how different. Well, they're the same type of video, but you all do it in a different style, which is really nice. And you can go and say, oh, so-and-so's done this little bit. Think, oh, that looks really nice. And
did you see my toad in the hole?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
that turned out well. That did. I was very proud of that.
Really good. Yeah, it's one of my favourites, toad in the hole.
Yeah, me too.
And so going on what Ruthie's saying about your cooking vlog. So with your YouTube channel, have you got any plans forward for your channel?
Well, last night I put a home bargains haul on, which is the first time I've tried that. I went and I spent quite a lot more money than I was expecting to. So I see that Carla often puts a haul on. So I messaged her and said, would you mind if I showed what I've got? And she said, of course you can. So yeah, I put that on. But I don't know if it was, I mean, it's had quite a few views, but I don't know if anyone's interested in that. Some people are, I suppose. I don't know, really. I really want to do some sewing videos, but I feel like I'm worried that if I do some, I'm going to get messages about people saying, you can't sew, you're rubbish.
Oh, don't worry about that. We, as YouTubers, we all get messages. I was talking to Peter Vinegar Jar last night about it. Like, don't worry if you get bad messages or people who thumbs down. It's all interaction for the channel. Just do what makes you happy. I'm not saying my videos are that great myself, but I just do it what makes me happy, and people like it, and they seem to give me thumbs up and comments, and that sort of thing keeps you kind of keeps you going.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Zoe. Zoe tried my batter mix and it worked a treat. That's great.
Oh, lovely. That's good. Excellent. See there, Crony G Crone, who's from Durham in Northeast.
Oh, he probably doesn't go to many charity shops then, because I know they're very expensive there.
Yeah, I've got family from Durham. Yeah. I don't for both Pete's, and I don't have a Nana Barrow. No. BCP's in the legendary and only one BCP. Thanks for popping in. He's putting the links in. Lovely. Put it through there. So when you started reselling, you said you saw Nick's videos, and then who else did you kind of get into over the forthcoming years from doing reselling, like YouTube videos. And
when I first started watching, there was only really Nick and Zahir, and I think Caroline Mrs. M used to do more.
Caroline Fisher was doing it. Yeah, it was only about 4 or 5.
Yeah, she doesn't so much now. Yeah, there wasn't many people actually doing YouTube. So, well, that was kind of one of the reasons why I thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You know, I like the interaction because it's very sort of solitary job, isn't it? Sitting at home.
It's very lonely, yeah.
So I'm really glad that I found all of you guys, the community, because it's just so nice.
Yeah, definitely. And then the next mini question is, like, you've now gone on to host the Seller Ladies, and you're on a Seller Ladies chat. I think is it Facebook or Instagram, or for the Seller Ladies chat?
We've got a Seller Ladies Facebook group, but it's private. It's just by invitation only, because it's just business sellers.
It's the same for the Reseller lads. We got a Facebook group, and it's nice to, as you'll probably know, it's nice to when you get a message, oh, so-and-so's done this, and then they say this is coming, or I've got this little video, or and they talk about different things, and it's just nice. As you say, it's quite a solitary job, quite lonely.
You mean like the chat group? Yeah, I'm in the chat group as well with the Seller Ladies. Yeah, we talk to each other every day, and every Wednesday morning we try and have a little private coffee morning. So that's always nice.
Okay, yeah, I think I've heard that. I think Lex said that.
Have a little chat and a moment.
Yeah, that's what lads don't do, but we just do it on the Facebook chat, and occasionally we pop on to different channels and but it's nice to be able to chat to people, and I kind of enjoy it, and I've learned quite a lot of stuff, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's nice to be able to have that sort of extra thing. Also, you've also been to one of the meetups, which was in Hitchin.
I went to Bristol as well. You
did indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Went to Bristol, yep. You're Hitchin a couple of years ago, and Bristol near the beginning of last year, I think it was. Something like, yeah.
Was it April or May last year?
Might be in April, I think. Can't remember now, yeah.
Hitchin was September before.
Yeah, but it was good to go to meetups. People have organised and meet different people. Especially for me, having Asperger's and interaction with people, it's quite a hard thing to do. But I sort of forced myself to do it for the first time in Hitchin, and then go down to Bristol, which is 4 hours and 4 changes on train from me, plus a 10-minute walk from the station. Actually, no, it's half an hour walk. What was it? Yeah, it's quite far away, but I enjoyed it.
I don't think I could do that, Peter. Well done.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I just used to it. I got a ticket offline and online, and it was nice to meet people in Bristol. And I think in Bristol there was over 100 people at one point.
Was there?
I'm sure there was in Bristol. Yeah, some people I've never met before.
Yeah,
I know in the last Hitchin meetup there was at least 50 people, and that. So yeah, it was good. Let's have a look down there. I'm just having a look down the chat. If anyone's got any questions, let us know. Cheers, Georgina. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, I do get a lot of love from the YouTube community. Oh, Ads is in. Thanks for popping in, Ads.
Hi, Ads.
Cheers for popping in. I got a new mic a while ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've had the extender arm for a while.
Yeah, you've got the same one as me. Same arm.
Yeah. It's much easier to use. Let's have a look. Morning. Oh, morning, Damien. DB Resells. So I say, if you haven't seen Karin's channel, then go into the description, and I got the Karin's channel there, and do go and subscribe. Give a lovely little comment. I'll put it in the comments below as well after the chat has finished. Any more questions, do let us know. So if there was any more meetups, would you consider going to them, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sadly I can't make Bristol because that's a weekend my husband's working, and
I'm not even sure when it is.
He's already had quite a few holidays, so he wants to save some holidays for the summer because we've got plans of doing stuff in the summer. So
okay,
I can't make Bristol, but next one hopefully.
Oh, fair enough. I'm not. Because I think a couple of weeks ago someone mentioned Bristol. I was like, is there one in Bristol? I didn't know there was.
25th of April, I think it is.
Okay. I don't think I can make that either. I didn't realise actually.
Are you going to the Manchester one?
Nope, too far.
Yeah.
I can't make 5 hours or where it was.
Yeah, Manchester's not too bad for me. It's like 2.5 hours on the train, so it's not too bad.
I just can't afford it.
I went to Bristol. I got the train to Manchester, and then I met Sam reselling Polly and Becca, Manchester, and then I drove.
Let me write that down. 25th. So don't forget, 25th April. I'll have to have a look. Bristol. So I was writing it down. Meetup. So is that the same place before or different?
No, same place with the Premier Inn next to it.
Okay, fair enough. I'll have to have a sort it out and see if anyone else is actually going. No, I can't make the Manchester one whenever that is. I've forgotten when that is now.
I think that might be the week before, is it?
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, there's too many things going on. Oh, Aid popped in, the legendary Aid from the last Hitchin meetup. The guy who does like a bit of clubbing. Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a nice guy.
Indeed, he is.
My birthday yesterday.
Yep. So Aid's hoping to be at Bristol. Cool. 25th. Okay, I'll have to have a look and sort that one out. But as I say, it's nice to go to different meetups and meet new people. Just have a look in the chat there. Stream Andrew just popped in. Max popped in. Have you got any questions? Do let us know. Let us know, Aid, when the Manchester one is, because I can never remember when that one is. Let's have a look up there if I missed anything.
People are probably sick of me. They've seen me so much this week. They've probably seen me more this week than they have in the last 6 months.
Oh, don't worry. When you're Monumental UK and you see them nearly every day, well, not this week, but other weeks, people are fine with it. 18th of April for Manchester.
So it's the week before, yeah.
Just have a look quickly. My phone's going off. I don't think I've got anything unplanned that week. Let's have a look. In April 18th. Okay, fair enough. I'll have to sort that. So, just put it away. So, talk a bit about your YouTube channel, and you've been doing it. Is it 2 years or is it a year and a half? You've been doing your channel.
Nearly 2.5 years.
2.5. Wow. Yeah. I think I saw your first ever video. I was right. Indeed, yeah. Because
my first ever video probably about 4 times.
I think, if I remember rightly, one Sunday night, Nick Sunday night chats. Was it? No, it wasn't. It was a Tuesday night when Nick used to do with Zahir on the Chinwag on a Tuesday. You popped in and Nick said your name, as he did me quite a while before, and I was like, wow. And I was like, oh, because I always check people's who have got channels and that, and I was like, oh, Karin, it's cool. And then we got chatting, and then I think shortly after you create your channel, I had a look. That got, was it over 1,000 of views on that one?
Yeah, quite a lot of the American resellers, because I used to like watching the American resellers. So quite a few of them watched it and said that I'd done really well for my first video, which was nice.
Yeah, that's good.
But you know, I have had a lot of jobs with the public, and I suppose I just thought in my head I'll just take it as like I'm talking to the public. So I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was going to be. So.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, it can be quite nerve-wracking just talking to your camera, because you never know we're going to say or this and the other, but you sort of get used to it. If anyone's thinking of doing YouTube, you sort of get used to doing the YouTube side of things. But yeah, it was a good first video, and then obviously I stayed for all the rest of the videos and still subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, please go and subscribe to Karin's channel. And obviously for people who are either in Australia, America, or other countries other than the UK or Ireland or wherever else, Karin's a UK-based part-time reseller from the Northeast. Got a lovely channel, reselling videos, cooking, hopefully to get into more sewing stuff as well. And yeah, just do go and subscribe. Robin has popped in from the US of A. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. I know it's early there. Let's have a look at the question. Oh, cheers, BCP.
As well, you know, Nick and Andrea have become really good friends, and they're so supportive. And you know, Nick and I speak to Nick regularly, chat with Nick regularly on Messenger, and obviously I'm really good friends with Andrea. I think we were like split at birth, me and Andrea, because we've got so much in common. It's
right?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's just I totally understand that with like meeting people and getting to know them quite well. I know people from the reselling community and stuff, and people who are on chats. Basically, some of them better than my friends. Obviously, all classed as friends.
Yeah.
But friends, I say, before the reselling side of things, and it's the same like you say with Andrea. It's like me and Peter Cummins, the Vinegar Jar, because we're local. And we see each other a fair amount when sourcing and different things, and chat online and different things. We sort of got to know each other quite a lot, and we have a lot in common. And it's just nice to meet people, because he came to last Hitchin meetup for a few hours, and nice to chat to him, get to know him a bit better. And I kind of didn't realize, like about a year and a half ago, about how many people like resellers or non-resellers there were who watched my channel from my sort of area in Surrey or near London or not that far away. I'm thinking, wow, because I do meet occasionally other people and jumble. I always say to people, if you see me out and about, don't hesitate to say hello. Say who you are, what your name is on YouTube, if you do it or not, because sometimes I have different names. Did you ever find that you get recognised a bit when you go out and about?
I think it's happened more when I've been in Suffolk, because I do go out to a lot more different places. I go to like Carboots and different towns and things. So I have been spotted a few times when I've been down visiting my parents. I think just once here, and the person was scared to come up to me. I was in a charity shop, and I heard there was two people behind me, and one said to the other, "Is that Karin Fisher?" Well, I think it was Karin, because my YouTube name used to be Karin Fisher. And I was too scared to turn around, so I just sort of giggled to myself and then paid for my stuff and left, because I was really, really embarrassed.
Oh dear, yeah. It's like when you go around the Carboots and stuff, and you sort of people just pop up to you and tap on the shoulder, you're like, what? And you look around, you're like, who's that? And then someone says, "Oh, you're Peter Wray from Ray's Ventures." Yes, I am. And you are some Yeah, it's nice. It is a bit of a shock at first. Oh, I've been recognised, but it is really nice, because in that respect, and seen and met a lot more people. It's like what Pete says. Always good to see me. Indeed, it is. Yep, always. Indeed, he's appeared in a few vlogs in the past. Karen's got a question there saying, if you could start reselling from scratch, differently, what would you do differently? So if you could start.
Definitely, I would research more what sells, because when I first started, I was just picking up what I thought would sell.
Right.
quality doesn't always mean it's got a good resale value. Because there's lots of quality brands out there that don't sell for much. Case in point, French Connection, not a good resale at all. Trying to think of another one. You know, your normal high street, not really. I mean, Marks and Spencer used to sell for a lot more than it does now. It's still worth picking up, but not, I would say, not as much. So.
Yeah, it's always a good tip to have, because obviously I used to sell clothes back in the day. I think about the beginning of 2017, I used to sell clothes, and then I got sort of, for a while, I was selling clothes, and then I got out of the habit. And then about a year ago, I thought I'll pick up a few brands, and then you sort of learn what sells and what kind of doesn't. I think for me, with the tip, with the question, what I do differently is make sure 100% that I know when I'm listing an item, what postage is going to be, and make sure where I can get the postage, because I can get it online and a little bit cheaper. And because I was quite stung quite a lot when I first started with postage costs, not getting it correctly, but it's just trial and error with postage costs, as they do go up quite a bit. Zahir's popped in. Thanks for popping in, Zahir. Morning. Any more questions, let us know. Let's have a look. Andrew popped in. Andrew Hills.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Zahir. Hi, Jane Morris. She's a lovely lady.
If anyone's got any questions, if they're from America or they want to know a bit about UK and different areas, let us know. Or you're from UK and you want to know a bit more about Karin, let us know. Jones, I say yes. Jones popped in. Thanks for popping in. Fun to see everyone. I'm up early, 3:45 a.m. here in California.
Wow.
I think it's 8 hours behind. They're between 5 and 8 hours behind. Adam Ryan's popped in. Thanks for popping in, Adam. It's a new name there. Let's have a look down the chat. Oh, Shell Rooney's popped in. Thanks for popping in, Shell.
Hi, Shelley.
Nick's popped in. Thanks for popping in, Nick. Fresh from his chat with Rod. Let's have a look there. So is there anything reselling wise you would items you would really like to get into selling?
Yeah, as I said before, I'd really like to learn more about art, but I think I think probably I might have to go down the auction route for that. And then if you went to an auction and bought a piece of art, it's probably already been checked, so probably not. Maybe picking up art in charity shops might be the way forward, like I did the other day.
Yeah.
I think that will just be a hobby rather than doing it to make money, because I doubt that I will. Sort of brands wise, I'd love to pick up some brands that I see other people pick up and I never see, like Patagonia.
Yeah.
Does really well. Never seen it. What else is there? Trying to think. No, I've been pretty lucky with I've got a sort of tick list of brands, and I've found quite a few. I'd really like to find a flat Eric, but I really doubt that'll happen.
I've never seen one myself either. No.
Yeah. So.
Or that Mewtwo camera.
Yeah, I picked up an Olympus camera, got really excited.
50p. I'm like, 50p? Come on. Yeah, it's quite a hard thing when you see people's hauls and you think, oh no, you've got a flat Eric, or you've got a Mewtwo camera, you've got this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh. But as people get to know you, they get to know what sort of things you pick up. Like, they call me the bag man, because I pick up a lot of laptop bags and bags, travel bags, that sort of thing. And then I was called the match attack man, because I used to pick up a lot of match attacks. And then I moved on to tripods. So I venture into different types of things, because I can't just do one sort of area. Even though I would just love to sit and do gaming, sell games, consoles all day long, but I can't see them for good prices anymore. So that's why I branched out about a year and a half ago to do other things. So with all the areas you sell, what's the one area you sell that you find that you get more returns on?
Well, as a returns from a customer.
Yeah, customer for eBay.
Touch wood, I don't get many returns. Really, I probably only get maybe 1 or 2 a month, which is actually really good. But I am I'll put quite a few of the measurements into the listing. Obviously, you're going to get returns with shoes sometimes because people are not all exactly the same size. So sometimes
Yeah, that's correct.
So I do sometimes get returns on shoes, but they usually sell again. I mean, that happened recently. Someone returned a pair of shoes and I sold them again straight away. So, you know.
Yeah, it's a funny one. I say with clothing, like, yeah, as I say, I put all the measurements in for all the clothes, and touch wood, as you say, I've not had a return. I've had a couple of people moaning about. I think I had a Nike jacket, and someone moaned like a few little minor marks about that big. Like, oh, okay, they're very minuscule. If any marks on the jacket, yeah, I'll put a listing.
Did you spot them when you listed them or not? Because I really look over something with a fine tooth comb. If there's even a slight,
yeah, if I do spot them, and then I always put them in the listing. But maybe I missed them. They're very, very, very minute. But it's just the way it is as a reseller. That's what you got to deal with. Oh, Shell is waiting to put a video out. Fair enough. So I did see someone. Chelsea Thrifters from Australia popped in. Thanks for popping in, Chelsea Thrifters. Brad and Jazz. Jennifer Hayes popped in from the US. Any more questions? Do let us know. What have you found in the chat that goes for good money? Let us know, because it's always different in the US to Australia to UK. Yeah, apparently Stu found 3 Mewtwo cameras. Again, harder to find. And the other thing, just looking out the window, it's quite wet, raining here. Do you find the weather is better in Suffolk than Newcastle, or other way around?
Because we're both on the east side of the country, the weather's very similar often, but down south is a few degrees warmer. So you don't get the hottest summers here, to be honest. I mean, we had quite a good summer last year, but you're lucky if you get into the low 20s here, whereas in Suffolk you'll get into the mid to high 20s. So yeah, the temperature is different. But I think I'm hardened now because my parents come, they're always like, oh, it's really cold, but I'm just used to it. So I get too hot.
If you've seen Newcastle football fans, they're hard as nails.
Oh yeah,
with their shirts off, and they're all God.
Well, luckily my husband's sensible and he wears a coat.
Oh, good. Yeah. How far are you from the stadium then?
Oh, not far at all. We're about 10 minutes outside of Newcastle City Centre. Okay. So it takes 14 minutes on the metro to get to the actual heart of the shopping centre, centre of Newcastle. So it's really not far at all.
Ah, fair enough. Yes, and how far do you normally source? Do you just stick to Newcastle, or do you go out to different areas?
I like going to Whitley Bay, which is about
half an
hour on the metro. I have to go to other areas because, as I said, I've got 2 charity shops near me and they're both way overpriced. So I do like to. I'm lucky that I've got lots of towns near me and I can go to lots of different places. I've just recently found a charity shop on its own that's near a metro station, and their prices are brilliant. So I'm going to try and go there regularly, at least once every couple of weeks, because their prices are really good and they often have stuff half price. So
that's cool. That's always nice to find a nice little charity shop like that. I've got a couple near me, but sometimes I find certain charity shops, they have their stock sitting on the shelves for week on week on week. I've been thinking either sell it really cheap, put price down, or send it to someone who needs it.
Well, the charity shop that I volunteer in, they only keep stuff for 2 weeks. So it's there for 2 weeks, then it goes to another shop. So
Oh, fair enough.
they have a really good turnover, and they have lots of custom. There's people in there all the time, mostly looking at the bric-a-brac because they sell their bric-a-brac much cheaper than the clothes.
Okay.
But I've still picked up quite a few clothes. I mean, I don't. It has to go out on the shop floor before I can buy it. So I'm not like cheating and grabbing stuff from out the back. If I see something I like out the back, the manager will price it up and she'll put it out on the shop floor, and then I can get it and put it behind the counter.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't cheat, but
I
pick up quite a few bits from there. But I mean, I pick up probably more from the shop next door because their prices are better. Because there's another shop next door and they're better with their prices. So, but I've told my manager that, but she can't change the price because she has to go by head office.
Correct. Yeah. That's Yeah, I think like a couple of times, a couple of church shops, I used to be able to go at the back, but as soon as I changed manager, that's it. I see Robin Hass there saying, where is your biggest percentage of buyers? Do you sell to the US as you do GSP?
My biggest percentage of buyers is in the UK, but I do sell to the US and Germany and France. Well, I do GSP, so, but the most of my sales are Germany, France, the US. I think I've sold something to Australia, but mostly the UK.
Okay. Yeah, I've sold to US a few times, Germany, Czech Republic, Spain, Mallorca, all sorts of places. And what platforms do we have to sell on? So we've got eBay, Amazon. Do correct me if there's any more. Facebook Marketplace, Spot, Gumtree. I'm trying to think of the other ones people sell on other platforms. Etsy. Yep, that's right. So there is a fair few platforms to sell on in the UK. Depop, yeah.
I haven't tried to sell on any of them. I opened a Depop, but I've never actually put anything on there.
Yeah.
I opened an Etsy account and I had a couple of vintage bits on there, and they just didn't sell. So I sort of gave up, but I really should try that again.
Fair enough.
Oh, what charity shop? Aid's asking what charity shop I volunteer in. It's the Children's Society, and they're very straight with their pricing.
Fair enough. Julie's in. Thanks for popping. Julie's just going down now.
I think Lucy's asking there, have I tried going to Whitby, Middlesbrough, Redcar? I haven't. I've been to Middlesbrough, like with my husband for a day out to see some friends. But that was reselling, so I haven't been since I've been a reseller.
Yeah, that's right. Because Lucy's not mega far off.
All right. I'm trying to think how far away Middlesbrough is. I think we went on the bus and it took about an hour and something.
Yeah, it's not.
But you probably get the train.
Yeah, because I have family from Middlesbrough, and when I ever go to see them, I have to take a translator book because they speak really, 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 really fast.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Compared to if they come down here and then it's different sort of dialect.
You get two types of Geordies. You get the Geordies that speak really slowly and Geordies that speak really fast.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like anywhere. You sort of, like even the people you watch on YouTube, like obviously Steve Green, Donna the Brummie's got a really big accent, and then there's a lot of different people from different areas who you think, wow, it's sort of like it's kind of thing like because I watch a variety of people in the UK and obviously around the world, but just the UK is like trying to. And sometimes I have to go back and play back bits back and go, what was that you said?
It's great that we have all these different accents in such a small
country. Yeah.
It's really good.
Because obviously you can go 10 minutes down the road and someone's got a slightly different accent. But
I think I've got like a generic accent because I was born in Germany. My dad's a Cockney. I wouldn't say I've got a Cockney accent, although people often think I'm from London, even though I've never lived there.
Right.
In Suffolk, and then I've been here for 18 years, so
yeah,
not really from anywhere, really.
No, same. I often say, oh, you've got like a Londony type accent, but not really. It's just the way I speak. It's called Mockney. It's a bit half and half.
Southern. We're just southern.
Yeah, southern. Yeah, I get that quite a bit. Yeah, it's that north-south divide. Yeah, but yeah, I'd say for me traveling, but I do try and travel around a bit for different charity shops, jumble sales, car boots, but it depends logistically how good they're going to be when I get there. I'm not going to know what I'm going to get there because obviously you pay to get in, then you got to use your petrol to get there, and so. But I've got quite a few locally and for quite a radius around me. BCP saying it's nice and sunny in Newcastle. Apparently.
Yes. Well, I've got my blinds shut. I'll open my blinds. Hang on. Hazy sunshine.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to think. There's quite a few.
Oh, I've got a Suffolk twang, have I?
Oh, okay. I don't know what that.
See, when I go to Suffolk, people say I've got a Geordie twang.
Yeah. It sort of rubs off in different areas. I sort of like, depends which area I'm in, my sort of accent changes. A bit posher or a bit. If I'm in London, I have to sort of use if it's sort of London-y type harder accent because it's just London. But yeah, Andy says you both sound like Londoners. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, if you're not from the UK, then as you probably got like in the US, Robin, and people from Australia have got different type of accents. But here, we could go about 10, 15 minutes down the road. Someone's got a completely different accent to where we are. Have a look at there. I did see a few bits and pieces there. I did see somewhere. Yeah, it's saying Saltburn by the Sea is quite nice. Andy, yep. Let's have a look down the chat. So I'm just gonna. I just put it on for BCP. Like to put links on multi-millionaire military. That's Jamie, who's got a really thick accent. He lives, I think, near Liverpool.
Right.
So he's on Thrift Beast's channel tonight, apparently, 7 p.m. UK time. If anyone wants to pop in to watch that one, yeah. If you've seen Jamie, he's got a really big Scouse accent. Oh dear.
Do you mean broad Scouse?
Yeah, I've never known anyone like it. Andrew, I know if he's still when he pops in Andrew's chat occasionally, it's like, wow. It's basically like Donna the Brummy, like that broadness, but even broader.
I think someone's asking how are the March sales going so far?
My March sale not great, but I need to do some more listing. How are yours?
Yesterday was good. I had 5 sales, which is, I aim for 2 to 3 a day, so 5 was good.
That's cool. Yeah, it's always good to get some nice sales. I try and work on a principle, like get a certain amount of money out of a sale, but it's sort of like certain things I've got on are quite low, but it's difficult to pick up stuff, even in our jumbles. Pete will know. Basically, it's a reseller madness. Went to a jumble a couple of weeks ago, and Pete was there in a very posh area, not far from where we both are, and we got there an hour early, and we were 8th or 9th in the queue, and it was just a wash full of resellers and people buying and just like that. And then we went to another one in a area North Cheam, which is basically the opposite, not posh at all really, and it was so small and we just basically like that cramped.
Oh, God,
no. You can tell with different accents because that's what Pete says. You've got a very Epsom accent.
And I'm short as well, so I often, if I was squished in, and I'm short, I'd be, really hemmed in. I don't think I'd like that at all.
I'll just go on the principle, elbow out of the way, and just push past. Say, excuse me, thank you, I've got to get in. But how have I got an Epsom accent, Pete? You're nearer London than me, but yeah, bit like my father-in-law, born born and brought up in southeast London, lived in Norfolk for the last 25 years, and has a Norfolk twang.
Yeah, Norfolk's much broader than Suffolk.
Broad it is, yeah. But you could live somewhere for 10 plus years and still have the same accent you were kind of born with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
My
mum was German for years, and spoke quite a lot of German, but she's still got a really broad Suffolk accent. And I've got 2 younger sisters, and because they've sort of grown up more Suffolk, and they're, you know, they were both married to Suffolk men, they've both got more of a Suffolk accent than I have.
Yes, fair enough.
Now married to an Essex bloke, so she's probably going more. She lives in Essex now.
Essex, like George Ross, yeah.
If anyone knows Mrs. Hinch, she lives right near Mrs. Hinch. And I was so excited when I found that out. I was like, oh, next time I come to you, Mel, I hope we see Mrs. Hinch shopping.
Yeah.
She's a big Instagram star.
Fair enough. Yeah, Jones said, watch Jamie and his very strong accent he has. Indeed. It's like Andrew, he won't admit it, but he lives in North Wales and he's sort of...
He sounds Welsh.
Yeah. Well, he sort of, not to me, he doesn't. And there's quite a few people say that he sort of drops from a tiny bit of Welsh to English, sort of normal dialect, to sort of like sort of outskirts of Liverpool, that sort of accent. And it's weird. But but that's only after he's had a few drinks. But yeah, he's a character. He is indeed. Yep. So if anyone's got any questions, be a couple more minutes on. I'll just get down the end of a chat. Put question what your question is.
I have to walk Monty soon. He's got his legs crossed.
Yeah, he's got a Sutton. Basically, a Sutton accent is a chabtastic accent. He can't get rid of it. No. Yeah, because he was down in Croydon, and where he is now is basically posher, because Croydon's not a great area. So have you got any videos planned this week or next for your channel? Any more cooking or?
We're going to do another video, a cooking video. It'll come out at the beginning of April because we're going to do one a month. Yeah. I might do a cooking one myself.
Okay.
And I've just last night released the home bargains haul. Yeah. So that's
okay. If you want to watch that, I can.
And I'll be on Seller Ladies tomorrow.
Okay.
On Andrea's channel.
Andrea's channel, righto. I'll try and pop in for that. So basically, Robin, there's accents for different areas. So you've got a London accent, which is Cockney, and then you've got different ones down in Devon, Northeast, all sorts of accents. Do go and look up on YouTube, UK accents.
And there's lots of words depending on where you're from as well.
Indeed, yeah. They are indeed. Let's quickly just go up and have a look. Indeed, that's correct. Being squashed and jumbled isn't fun. Sorry for missing your chat. I'm just going down to the end. My kids are well posh. They pronounce their T's and everything. I don't. Not that often. Morning mentions in Reselling Victoria. Thanks for popping in. And Nick K's in from Wiltshire. I can occasionally have a farmer's twang on a few words. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm a cider drinker, all that sort of stuff. You're yeah. Fantastic, indeed. Plans for today, Karin? Says Karin.
Probably after I've walked Monty and had some lunch. I've got some homemade soup for lunch, so I'll have that. Watch Bargain Hunt. I normally watch that while I'm having my lunch.
Okay, I haven't seen it for a while.
Probably do some listing. And I'm trying to sort my kitchen out. I'm trying to declutter and sort out my kitchen. So I'll probably do a little bit of that. But I'll get some listing done first because
that's cool.
Put in our little group chat that my plan is for the next 5 days my husband's working. I want to do at least 5 listings a day. So that's 25.
Right. Yeah, so, sounds good. Yeah. That's like Peter Cummins. He does a nice little list 5 live on usually on a Monday morning. And it sort of helps us sort of get 5 listings, even if it's just drafts, get 5 done because I've done some drafts yesterday, so I'm gonna do some photographs after lunch. I might have a couple of YouTube videos to watch because my backlog. Did you ever have a backlog of YouTube videos in your watch later list on YouTube?
Yeah, and then I had to have a word for myself and say, Karin, you're watching far too much your YouTube. Yo, child.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's horrible. Yeah, mine's in the thousands.
It's just so many reseller channels now. It's just too difficult to watch. I've got my favorites, which I always watch. My friends.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, just quickly going into that with the amount of resellers now, because you said about a couple of years ago or 2.5 years ago there was only 4 or 5. Now there's about 150 odd UK ones. Not to say the Australians, the Americans, etc. But I watch a fair amount of resellers plus other YouTube channels as well. But I have my favourites as well, so it's pick and choose really who you kind of watch. But accent, oh god, if you like to say so, Andrew, yes. Say no more. If you want to sub to Karin's channel, please do. The link by BCP, I put it. It's in the description, and it will be in the comments below as well. Let's quickly go down there. Quickly. Yeah, 5 days. Okay. There we go. I think that's the end of their woo-woos popped in. Thanks for popping in. You can watch it back. It's just about to end the stream. Pop there. Is there anything decent in there? Let's have a look.
So I'll say it on here, Peter, so that we definitely do it. Would you like to come on my channel? Because I said to you before we went live that I get nervous.
Yeah, I don't mind coming on your channel. Yes.
Yeah, you should come on my channel and we'll have a chat.
Cool. Yeah, but that's the fun side of YouTube. Get to know people. You meet people. You pop on their channels. Everyone in the chat gets a chance to sub to everyone's channel and then make sure that they watch all their videos. It's a really nice environment, the reselling community. If I didn't have the reselling community, I always say I don't know where I would be. They sort of keep me on and straight and narrow. It's sort of what I do because I kind of procrastinate quite a bit.
I'm one of the biggest procrastinators you'll ever meet in your life. Honestly, yeah. I'm terrible.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, just message me on Facebook and we'll get another morning chat going on.
Okie dokie.
Lovely. So that's Karin Fisher, The Sewing Thrifter. As I say, do go and subscribe to her channel and give her a nice little comment on the channel. Sorry, Heather, you can watch back. Unfortunately, you just got back. So thanks for popping on, Karin. Much appreciated. Really great chat, as always. Next week, I think it's the 18th, Wednesday the 18th. Or was it the 12th? I'll have a look. Give me 2 seconds to find out what because I've got so many. Oh, I just had a sale, £6.67.
Well done.
It was a Nintendo DS cart, about that big. A tiny DS cart that I had. I have got on the Wednesday the 11th. I've got a guy called Kurt. He's from Wales, urban explorer. He explores the paranormal, photographer, Funko Pop collector. It's on my channel. Do go and have a look at that one. And obviously, Karin have a lot more videos out, more cooking videos, some sewing and some reselling. So thanks everyone for popping in the chat. Much appreciated. Like, share, and subscribe. And take care. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.